Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing Midweek Magic and we're going to be doing Phantom Seal. This is probably the only way I'm going to do a second sealed pool after the disaster we had in our previous sealed pool. I don't know if I'll be happy if I actually get a very playable one or not, considering that this is the Phantom one and I already burned the last one, but hey, sometimes it happens. Well, okay, so these rares plus two more. Interesting. So what are the interesting ones? Okay, we got Invasion of Ravnica is quite good. Universal removal for 5 mana. Always, as long as it isn't exactly 2 colors. So there is a bit of caveat there. We're definitely playing red black. It's just a question of at what. Like we even got the solid Urabras hidden here, so that's a good one. Kroxa, Kuronos, bit expensive, but it can come back with another creature if you can get that. The Kogla Yadaro is probably going to be the most awkward one. Judith the Scourge Diva, another classic from before. And we got an Invasion of Tolvada. This is Kaya's home plane. Return target not... So we actually have a plan, I guess. See, it's a question of whether the rest of our deck can support it. Like last time we had some good rares, but nowhere near enough. So let's start with the lands. And our lands suck. We only have a Blossoming Sands and a Rugged Highlands, so not enough support on that end. We're just going to put the Invasion of Ravnica, that's a solid. No Skittering Surveyors, so that's a pain. We do have a Flywheel Racer, we'll definitely play that. Given the lack of said Skittering Surveyors. And let's go through... We'll go through blue because I didn't see any rares on that one. And yep, no, we do have one rare in blue. They didn't show it, and for good reason. Invasion of Arcabios, not playable in limited. Not playable at all. As in like you paying 5 mana to get a spell back, or search for a spell in your hand. The spell better win the game if it does that. Usually we don't have that many, and flipping it is not worth the effort as well. We have some solid hits. Preening Champion, Skyclave Aerialist is kind of fine too. Order of the Mirror. These are fine. There is some payoffs for like a transform deck, but missing the key removal pieces. No Epharas, no Ephara, no temporals, so we can easily pass on blue. Green, we got Kogla and Yadaro. We have one land to support it. Tree Chomping Kavus could sneak past the low on the ground deck. One good 2-drop. Some color fixing, okay, which seems like an option. A few good two. Okay, here's our other rare. Also another good one to hide because it pretty much does nothing until you can get it down, and you're only getting this down reliably if you're playing mono green. So this is also unplayable. And yeah, nothing else really playable. Our only fight card is basically Kogla Yadaro. So those two are out. Now let's take a look here. We got some good removal in Realmbreaker's Grasp, not the best removal, but still removal. Surge of Salvation can actually save a lot of stuff, so we're gonna keep that in mind. We also have to do a check on our pace. We also have an Invasion of New Capenna, so we want to be on the lookout for cards that give us other stuff. Like this one gets some stuff back, so it kind of pairs nicely with this one. We have Sculpted Perfection, so Phyrexians you control. I don't think we have that many Phyrexians. Like we only have 1, 2, 3, and the other 2 require you to flip them. Okay, we'll keep this in mind though. But those are the really solid white cards. I guess we could also include Seraph because it's a Windrake. It's fine. Black. Okay, thank goodness. This was what we were missing last time. Solid removal. Having the deadly duration counts. Glistening Deluge is a bit of a wipe. It doesn't scale with incubate tokens since most of them are 2/2s. Unseal. Probably play one. Okay, we'll definitely play the Pyretic Prankster. Completed Huntmaster. A good way to... We could get into the sacrifice deck this way, but it's a question of, do we have enough good red cards? And we kind of do. Volcanic Spike, that's a good removal. We can... We have actually a lot of solid cheap red cards, so we can actually fight into our battles. Also, an Invasion of Asgol is actually quite good. Definitely putting the Urabrask in. Croxa comes in. Judith comes in. Ren's Resolve is kind of fine. Definitely put one Shatter the Source. We might... Yeah, we do have a lot of non-creatures though, so the last 2 slots have to go to creatures now. Which does make it awkward for these two. We don't have any really good cheap... Yeah, this is an awkward case. We don't have that many good cheap creatures. We do have we are missing some on the 4th slot, I guess. Anyway, the nice thing about this one is that we can play around with this one with very little consequence. Yeah, our mana is going to be the biggest headache, so we probably want to avoid adding any more white. Ideally, I add more red cards. We might be forced to... Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a backup ability... Okay, it adds even more white. That's something to consider. I might actually cut the Surge of Salvation just because of that. It does give us more slots in the creatures on creatures, so that's actually not too bad. Urbrass, definitely want to add the Javelineer. I think we have room for... Yeah, we might have room for one of the creature tokens you control, and it starts spitting out tokens. I guess we have room for one of these. Again, we do have the dreaded 5/6/6. Maybe I cut the Realmbreaker's Grasp because that is... Yeah, let's make white the splash color, so let's keep it as low as possible. Aki Scrap Chomper, probably... not the best creature to add. I'm actually skipping the Phyrexian Gargantua because of the mana. Marauding Dreadship. It does come with an Incubate, so I might sneak that in. So let's do a sanity check on our white. 1, 2, 3, 4... I think we might be able to get away with 3 planes, which is admittedly a bit sketchy. We definitely want more mountains though, so 3, 6, 8. We're gonna give this one a try. It is a bit awkward. If this doesn't pan out, I'm gonna just cut white altogether except for Big Daddy. Did we even add him? I need to double check. I might have actually forgotten to add him. That would have made this entire deck kind of moot. Okay, turn to Flywheel Racer. Also note that this can own... So, super awkward, but we do have ways to fix our mana. I'm going to play the Mountain first on the off chance we get to play the Hoplite. Also note that this is a bit out... Okay, we don't get to play the Hoplite, so... We'll most likely play the Dredge... So, we'll most likely play the Dreadship. Opponent also taking their time. Now, this one, activate 1 mana of any color, crew 1. Okay, we have an alternate plan here. Now, this does have Vigilance, so We're testing this. Okay, opponent lets it go. That allows us to play our Mirror Shield Hoplite. Lucked out there. Opponent definitely... Oh, okay, super sketchy that our opponent has not played anything up to now. This has Vigilance too, so we're just gonna tap this one. Maybe our opponent has a way to take this out. Yeah, if our opponent takes this out, I kind of actually want to just play this now. Yeah, let's just play this now. Because some 4 mana is super suspicious. There is no... If you've kept a hand that does nothing for this many turns, I have no idea. I have no idea what's up. Now we do have to also because of our opponent's colors, we do have to be very careful when we decide to pay the mana for this. There's a very good chance I might not bother flipping this. Opponent decides to finally take out the Flywheel Racer. I guess they were waiting for me to attack first, but yeah, we kind of goofed them on that one. Yeah, I suspected they had removal. They really wanted to take this one out. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play the Dreadship, incubate, crew, swing. Maximum mana usage. Also because the Dreadship has haste, so that's a bit solid. Opponent probably has removal. I'm perfectly fine if that's the case. Probably a Deadly Duration. Like, we haven't hit any of our removal spells either, so... Yep, that's their Deadly Duration, but we still get to hit them for 6, which is not too bad. Now, the question is, will their rare wreck us? Well, destroy all non-legendary creatures, so... Oh, they just... Oh yeah, you can choose both. There is an argument to playing this first, because if our opponent happens to be really stacked on removal, this will be really awkward. Yeah, our opponent was actually just playing into that. Well, I'm playing into that. I guess we kind of played into it. But we had to prep. Okay, opponent goes for Shatter. They didn't go for Shatter on Marchesa, so that's something. But we probably might lose because of... So now we need to hit our white mana already. Nezumi Freewheeler. Well, there's our planes, and there... Okay, we did hit our other planes too, so it's not too bad. Let's see. Transform. When it transforms, put target permanent. Oh, they also have Urb. Oh, they have the other Urabrask. Thankfully, there's a limit to what they can get back with this. Can't attack this. Well, we can't attack anyway. No profitable attacks. I think what our opponent is going to do is they're going to transform this. They will be... Do I cut it short now? I kind of have to cut it. I kind of have to go for the cut short now. opponent probably just sacks in response. They get themselves an incubate. They get themselves a 3/3 replacing this. Probably just paste. Well, they might still have. Wonder what their last card is. Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. There are plenty of. There are. They were hoping to get us this way. Okay. They were hoping to hit so that they can finish it off that way. Yeah, our Furnace Gremlin. Now, unfortunately, there is no universe where this does not flip, so it will keep that in mind. The Ichor Shade's going to keep growing. We're actually missing quite a few cards. Let's see how our opponent just goes all in, I guess. Oh, just with the 2? Now this is still a very poor trade because the Ichor Shade still grows. Now I can double incubate if I allow this to live. This will give us a 3 and a 3. I guess it's not too bad considering how bad the situation is right now. Yeah, let's go for it. Now this is going to grow either case, so opponent doesn't need to sack. Oh, they're going to... Well, like... They're going to sack it anyway. That's fine. I guess our opponent is afraid that we would have a use for all of this. Unfortunately, now we're drawing bricks. Let's see. Yeah, we can concede this one now. Because as soon as the Marchesa lands, we are in trouble there. Yeah, we kind of got wiped by... That was the most unfortunate board wipe there. And there's really no good defense to it in Limited. Like, even if I kept that that white sideboard card, that one only helps us in... That only gives us hexproof. So we did run Crocs and Kuranos, so we did not forget to do that. We can still keep trying. I'm still wondering what are our other options there. Definitely, we are very close to the dreaded. Okay, have to mull this one. Missing red. Definitely keeping this one. I might just mull... this is our big bomb, but this is more likely to be cast. We'll see how long the game goes. So turn 3, we flip this one. Yeah, we're willing to flip this one because opponent playing non-aggro colors. Now we are just 1 mana shy of doing anything net positive here. Sulfurian Lancer, what's this? Also, we should probably check on a few backup abilities. So each opponent sacrifices whenever a knight gets +1/+1 and gains vigilance. I'm still gonna swing with this. If our opponents currently play, this should be the +1/+1 counters deck based on the colors, but they could have a few extra knights. Well, they have Monastery Mentor instead. Do they have that one white card? They do. Ugh, so annoying. But let's see, what's this? Yeah, it will also prevent damage from black or red, so we pass that one. Ugh. So we're probably just gonna try to... Oh, we can actually start getting by with Onake next time. Yeah, this one's... We might want to consider main decking this one. This one's annoying enough. It would not have saved us in that last game, though. Astral Wingspan. Okay. At least this has reach, so we can get... Probably sacrifices the token, which is fine because now the mentor's 2/2. Ooh, we have an alternate plan here. We're gonna swing first. Okay, opponent lets it go. I'm actually gonna just play the invasion first because it does take out their Monastery Mentor. So which one would we rather flip? Most likely the Paragon because it nets us a 5/5. Still in trouble here, but not too much. I guess we play the Javelineer first. Also because of the colors our opponent's representing, I think I do want to play Javelineer first. Opponent goes after Invasion of Zendikar. Garden of Gear per exile. Ooh, they get to double double dip on the pest. This is one. Yeah, we're definitely playing Onake Javelineer. Well, there's a Deadly Derision, which we can snipe this, but we ideally want to snipe this one first. Because I can snipe this, hit this, but then our opponent gets to play this and hit with this, so that's a problem. I guess this one's still the best play. Also note that we could do this at the end of our turn, like we don't, or we can do it as like a combat trick of sorts. Opponent's gonna go for the big Invasion of Zendikar. If our opponent swings for both, we probably just block Guardian of Girapur. Our opponent's gonna get... Our opponent will get oh, it's going after us. I'm trying to think now, what are the +X effects here? Yeah, we could lose anyway, but we'll see. Oh. Okay, we didn't lose quite yet. Yeah, I guess we just deadly derision now. Our opponent used up all their cards. So we can hit this, get ourselves a... Yeah, we're gonna hit this one first. Start building up our board state again. Yeah, we don't have enough cards to... Yeah, we need more cards in our graveyard. Not that we worry too much about it. C double creates a token. Sure. Does it Fertilid's favor? Buffs it up a bit. Probably should... Yeah, I think our opponent definitely misplayed that one. Yeah, they concede there. You have to remember Deadly Derision is a common. So... And even then, our opponent got it up to a 7-6, but between Deadly Derision, the Convoke battle, that would no, the Convoke red spell I keep that I play a lot, but I could never remember its name. I have one in the deck, so there are, yeah, like between a bunch of those cards, 6 toughness is not quite safe. Opponent actually got us really good at first with the, with that white sideboard card, but kind of missed on the rest. Anyway, frontliner turn 2, invasion turn 3. Yeah, shatter the source. There's also a furnace gremlin. Yeah, we're running the gremlin only to give us the numbers. So since our opponent will play Judith, maybe our opponent has the counter spell? Some sort of removal or bounce? Maybe just Ephara's disruption, but though kind of a waste in tempo. If any, this highlights that even how long the game goes, it's still very important to have early plays. Though, so we can play this one. Opponent most likely sacrifices the token. I'm starting to hate Discord. It just keeps popping up when I don't need it to. But yeah, once you flip it, you actually get a very good play sequence. And probably just play the Flywheel Racer here. It only has Vigilance, no flying, but let's see if our opponent can get out of this. Sunfall is going to be the biggest board wipe that we have to be concerned about, so let's be careful of that. We can at least... Well, we'll need some more mana, but we can potentially shatter or something if ever. Most likely we don't bother shattering, we'll just keep swinging with everything. Invasion of New Phyrexia, X equals 2. Opponent kind of forced to do this. Opponent's gonna start swinging into it, I guess. Yeah, you really want to flip this up to Teferi as soon as possible. We got ourselves another trashing frontliner, so let's see. We can I can swing with this to try to eat these 2 tokens. Let's see if our opponent's gonna give it to us. Yeah, they're gonna give the tokens to us. We're fine with that. Now, we could also snipe one of the tokens, but it's kind of meaningless. Aerial boost. So it's going to try to protect 1. But now we have to start rushing. Yeah, aerial boost, really strong combat trick. The red one also quite strong, even in defense. It's kind of annoying. Opponent might start holding back. No, they're gonna go for try to flip the fairy if possible. Yeah, our lack of flyers is gonna really hurt us here. So what does Teferi do when he flips? Knights you control gain ward 1. Well, just 1 knight. Now we need to start hitting back as hard as possible. This is not a knight. Yeah, this is the real. Into a strobe knight. Yeah, white blue knights is starting to look good. It's actually looking quite good. I guess we might have misplayed that one. We tap X target, untap creatures you control, shuffle. Okay, no, they're just going for the ward. So yeah, so we're gonna start unloading, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna offer. Also note it's ward 1, so we definitely don't want to cast everything here. Well, it goes for the Judith, makes sense. Did they have yet another aerial angelic intervention? Okay. On the flip side, we do. Wait, this is hold on. Yeah, they gave it pro red too. So now we're dealing with 4/4 flyers. Yeah, I guess we pass. Most likely end of turn we just flip this. No vigilance, so probably want to block this thing. Yeah, opponent's gonna try to raise. Oh, this has vigilance. That's annoying. So yeah, I probably should. No, opponent probably would have bounced that one. Oh, we get to go with Flywheel Racer. I'm really want to be careful with this, but let's see. Let's see. Most likely our opponent just eats one of the 2/2s. Yeah. Kind of a... Yeah, you need to cast 2 or more spells. Ooh. Oh, come on. Really? Yep, we have to be careful of blue. The flyers are a real thing. As far as burn spells go, we only have the... Yeah, we only have 2. Maybe we want to add another one? Because we certainly misplayed that. We certainly misplayed that first one last time. I was concerned that we might have difficulty hitting our creature drops, but so far it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, unfortunately, our colorless ones are way too expensive. Corrupted Conviction to draw cards seems like a plan. Unfortunately, red is our main, so we can't go Timurit. I guess what we could do is, because we're not really running backup, we can cut the Hoplite for Invasion of New Capenna. Drop one Shatter the Source this way. But then our creature count is still way too low. We'll be forced to run the Scrap Runner. We'll be forced to run another Completed. But what do we cut in exchange? Or we don't. We just run the Scrap Chomper. We don't run the Huntmaster. We could also cut Tolvada because we don't our creatures are not exactly that great, so we're not exactly getting such a big return. We get a much better return on New Capenna. So turn 2 Furnace Grip. Ooh, yeah, we're missing black. But we can go Flywheel Racer into Furnace Gremlin Invasions. Ugh. Though that one is a horrible line of play. Yeah, we'll play the Flywheel Racer first. Opponent goes Kenra Spell Spear, which is very annoying. If our opponent flips this, it's also annoying as well. So most likely what we'll do is Furnace Gremlin, Crew 1. This can block. Probably might not, but I don't want to risk it, so... In the worst case scenario, we do get we do get an Incubate one to power up with. Ooh. Well, so we can... Yeah, we're definitely gonna... I guess I can still crew this, then cut short, or if we have to, so we're gonna pass. Also note that this one doesn't have any protection, so let's see if our opponent actually goes for activating this. It's 4 mana. They could also just equip instead. Do note that we're using up a lot of cards just to answer those two, so not the best, not the most ideal situation. Also, kind of neat. Ideally, we hit another land so that we can play Javelin here. Yeah, we're probably gonna play the Javelin here anyway. Also, there are enough removal spells that I'm not risking that I'm not risking going for the swing and be able to cast nothing. If I had the second black source, I probably might have risked it. Failed conversion. Okay, opponent gets the removal spell out instead. So we can shatter this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, still a bit shy. Also, yeah, this creature or planeswalker. We kind of have to start beating this down, though this... Okay, now we hold back. Our opponent... Though I don't actually mind... I don't mind losing this one now, so I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna actually feed this to the removal spell. That's fine. Got them to use a premium removal spell on that. Let's see. Furnace Host Charger. We'll take. Gets us... Yeah, the payoff is not really great. Though it's a cheap way to start growing this one. Let's keep that in mind. I'm actually hoping our opponent starts investing quite a few cards into this. Yeah, because all the protection spells are whites and to a small extent green. Opponent goes for Searing Barb. To think that we've only hit... Well, okay, we've hit a few creatures, so I can't complain too much. Definitely am okay with taking a few hits from here. We definitely want to save the... Yeah, backup having that timing is a bit of a weakness. Oh, this is an interesting... Oh, we're both flooding really hard. Opponent has... Wow, Deadly Duration. Okay, opponent gets to sacrifice an artifact. So at least we got the payoff. Not the worst. But we could easily... But how much removal spells did we throw at against each other? 2 Deadly Durations, failed conversion. I am probably not investing the Deadly Duration here. Also because the amount of mana is so high that well, I can say at least we're getting value off our battles. We could just use more cards right now. Yeah, they get the search no matter what, so this one is going to be pain. Might as well pop this now. To trashing frontliner. Oh, trashing frontliner is also fire action. I actually might have more fire actions than I... I need to reconsider this. I might have more fire actions than I thought. Now, this one's probably either removal spell or their other bomb. Because so far as... Oh bosh, not so much a bomb. It's still a bit annoying. We're not getting past this guy though. It's kind of annoying. So I could swing with this. Makes it a 3-3-4-4. Nope. We're going to just have to... We're going to have to take 8. Because this one having menace is going to really hurt us. We might not have a good out of this. We'll see if we... We'll... Voldaren Trail Seeker as well. Opponent could just sack to kill this one. That's what they're going to do. Oh no, they're going for us. Oh yeah, double damage. Wow. I'm already starting to hate sealed, but I'm already wondering if it's gonna be this bad in draft or not. It's actually getting quite dark. I'm gonna turn on the lights, but we're gonna keep trying. Well, okay, we actually have a good start. Let's see if this pans out much better. Yeah, having to run all these... Oh my, we actually have so many corrections. I think I'm gonna... Wow, but then maybe we cut some of the... Oh wow, all these goblins are... All these are randomly corrections. So need to keep that in mind. This one's not transforming anytime soon. So definitely... So let's see if this flips. Exile the top card. Yeah, all of a sudden that invasion feels awfully weak. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut some even more. The problem... Actually, there might be... Wait, could we go white, red, splashing black? No, the double deadly duration in black kind of solidifies black. Blech. This has vigilance too, so we can't cut it short as well. Yeah, we get to make this into a 2-2. We can start sacrificing lands, but that's really not great. I think I'm gonna rebuild the deck. We got too many cards that don't really do anything. Also, opponent just had the perfect lineup way too early. So cut short is still quite solid for most of the time. Just that incidental vigilance. It's very annoying. But it does give me an excuse to start cutting some of them. Like, instead of relying too much on the white, we can start cutting. Like, I could say cut the cut short. I'm probably gonna also cut the Tolvada as well. Then that gives us an excuse to run probably another Javelin here at this point, since we have that kind of dip there. Yeah, it's our lack of mana fixing that's really bad here. Also, let's do its Phyrexian check. 6 Phyrexians, not including Seraph of New Capenna, which is, so that's 7. Not including anything from completed Huntmaster. this kind of, so this nets us another. It's interesting, but we're trying to minimize our white as it is. Yeah, we'll make that one more adjustment. Let's see if we can actually. Our luck with sealed has been getting more and more miserable. First, it's good. First, it's decent rares, but okay, can't keep this. We are now forced to keep this. We'll probably bin. Actually, let's see. 1, 2. There's an argument for binning the Shatter the Source instead. Let's try. Yeah, we'll see. Also an argument for not flipping this right away, but I don't think there is black. Yeah, points to swamp cycling. Opponent seems to be missing stuff. We'll swing again. This time we're just gonna play the Furnace Gremlin, and that's it. Okay, not the right color, but our opponent seems to be missing something. Anyway, we still get to swing. Sandstalker Moloch. Let's see which one our opponent blocks. Yeah, blocks that one. That makes sense. Might as well pump one. Really need that black mana so we can catch our opponent by surprise. We have the sail back. We'll take. Opponent doesn't go for it. Yeah, we're also missing. So no point in swinging with either of these. I just played the Friction Goblin. How many black mana sources? We have 6. 20%. A little over 20%. Not ideal. Flywheel Racer, but we don't get the mana quite right away. Oddly enough, if our opponent tries to do anything to that, we can sack it instead. Opponent goes for a tandem takedown on this guy. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Doing it on my, well, it saves them mana if they do it on my turn, but they could have done it on their turn and gone for the swing for even more value. Yeah, the trample is it's ward 2. Yeah, just missing our mana is actually enough to hurt this one. Now let's see. I can play Invasion, force them to sack one thing. I could also just play Judith, I guess. Because that way, when we start trading things, we might be able to pick off the lower ones so that our opponent's left with 1 card. catch is our opponent's most... Oh, come on. I have to concede that one because I really needed to take those out. I don't have the mana for the deadly duration. Yeah, it's not... yeah, this seal pool is just as bad as the first one. I'm so glad I don't... I'm so glad I don't... that you can draft that's not just sealed. Sealed... like, yeah, sealed is fine when everything lines up, but even then I also recognize that those are the minority. If you're fortunate enough, you might get like a 3-4 win sealed pool, but more often than not, you're getting the extremes. Captive Weird, kind of good, I think. So, okay, at least we hit our double black. And at least we hit our double black and we kind of hit our curve. I don't... exile the top card of your library until your next turn. I guess it's a... I guess this is good enough to flip and swing. It draws you a card virtually, so it's not the worst play. Now the question is, okay, our opponent flips into Invasion of New Phyrexia. Do they have the white mana? Okay, opponents, we're gonna start trading. Oh wait, I might as well swing with this one. I guess I could have swung with this one instead, since I had no intention of blocking, but we'll just leave it at that. I'll be really cross if our opponent happened to hit their white mana. Nope, they did not. They're going Ice of Gitaxias. They will lose their Teferi. And we're still trading, so not too bad. Opponent can go at us for 6, or they might just drop. I'm hoping they drop something bigger so that I can deadly duration. That is duration, right? Yeah, it's duration. So opponent's going for 3. I'll take, because usually it's a sign of larger things to come. Completed Hunt Master. That's not quite it. Okay, so they're just holding it up so that they can activate this. So yeah, we'll just go for this. So we can now hold the Javelineer back. I would prefer not to spend the treasure if I can, but I might have no choice. Though actually now I realize Seraph at New Capenna actually might not be that worth it either. This one is worth it though. just awkward that our opponent has the... can I... Let's play the Flywheel Racer. Let's play the Seraph. Basically, let's try to get out as many things that our opponent has to worry about. I guess we can also give this one haste. Me sacrifice another creature or artifact to... No, whoa, okay. We didn't have to... We did not risk Crocs and Kuronos because of how prevalent the removal is, and that's still probably the right decision. So there are cases where there are some games where the rares and mythics will tangle up one against each other, and there's some cases where you don't need them, and that's quite fine. Maybe you could make my win rate better. Well, oh yeah, now that you mention it, Saheeli never saw any standard play. Curious. Probably should start revisiting a bunch of these cards, even if it's just for brawl or whatnot. Okay. Yep, this is a keep. Turn 2 frontliner, turn 3 dreadship. Opponents netting themselves a 2/2. We take... Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see if our opponent takes this or trades. Opponent's going for the trade. Not the worst. Let's hope that they don't land another creature quite yet, because we have... they landed another creature. Okay, no mana for the Deadly Duration, so... Whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents. I guess we play this first. Plan now is to... Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Sword of Once and Future. Actually, not the worst thing. So let's see. Doesn't trample over. You may cast from your graveyard, so that's a Sunder. So we're gonna actually block this. So hopefully our opponent doesn't have any more creatures, because let's see, opponent swings. Wait, how did this get? Oh, blue black. Okay, so they will cast Sunder the Gateway again. Yikes, that's really... Wait, we could swing with this one, trade with one of these, get the equip onto that. The Pro is a problem. Well, thankfully you can Volcanic Spite. Hold on, we can... No, this is me hoping that they don't have that one white card. Corrupt the Conviction, sack to draw 2. That's fine. Now this one's target player, so that is a concern. Anyway. So it's not also the pro black is going to be super annoying. A Timeret chosen for that. Yeah, it just equips it. Yeah, now we need to hit one of our other red spells, I guess. Invasion of Dominaria. Thankfully can't attack into it quite yet. I don't know what happened there. Now maybe our opponent has a way to save it, but we still have to go for it. Angelic Intervention. Yeah, gains protection from colorless. Oh! Okay, not too bad. It knocks it off. That's what protection does, baby. So yeah, might as well activate a few. Gain some life that way. Gonna start eating their own graveyard as well, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Not too bad. Need to flip this for now. If a permanent... No permanent was put in the graveyard this turn. And this is my end step, so consuming Aetherborn. I'm actually going to let them try to equip. The problem is I can't block both. Like he gets to equip with the second one. Do we hit Furanos? Yeah, after he ate my graveyard. Also, I would argue that the correct... Yeah, thankfully no trample, so I can just keep recycling this over and over again. And you get Shatter the Source at last. Let's hold this one back. Yeah, opponent concedes. We actually survived the sword that was actually on point for against our deck. So I think that is 3 wins for us already. We can call this episode. Yeah, maybe I guess it just depends on when you encounter your wins, when you encounter your losses. But still, I would say that the deck was definitely not perfect. It could have lined up better if you ask me. Hey, Lutri, who never sees play. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. I wish you guys much better luck in your Phantom Seal than I did. Maybe just might be me having high expectations. I never even got to see Urbrax, for crying out loud. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Do take care.